We've all gone to school from September to June, and we've had those long summer vacations where we're having fun in the sun and enjoying summer camps. But then it's time to come back to school in September, and we've forgotten everything we've learned from the previous year. This is why I think that we should adopt the year-round schooling in the United States. This will help learning, or would help with learning and discipline in our learning techniques, and also increase our rankings as far as the United States education system worldwide. I would like to discuss the various countries that already adopted the year-round learning. Also, how the United States ranks to those countries and the benefits of year-round teachings. So first are the countries that already adopted the year-round education. The first would be China. They have the 9-year mandatory schooling. They go to school for 9 years, and it's all year round. And it is mandatory. They can't drop out or anything unless there's a extenuating circumstance. Next would be South Korea. They also have adopted the year-round schooling, and both countries are ranked very high as far as their education systems. And this is according to Mark Hughes' article on school years around the world. For the United States education system, there was an article by Emerling Zhao, who spoke with Education Secretary Arne Duncan, and he's agreed that a longer school year will help students focus or make their time more meaningful to focus on certain subjects, and that we've fallen academically behind according to other countries around the world. For our dropout rates, David Lynch did an article and spoke with the principal of South Korea, where he mentions that no one just drops out of school, as opposed to what happens in the United States, where 1.2 million individuals a year fail to graduate. And in South Korea, 90% of their students graduate from high school. So that's a huge difference in dropout rates. The benefits of year-round schooling, which included the dropout rates, you'll probably end up having more students continue on with their schooling. Another benefit, it affects the family. A lot of people are single parents, or if you have both your parents working. With this year-round schooling, you're not paying for a whole summer of babysitting or summer camps. And that's what Emerling Zhao mentioned in his article again, that parents who are working or single parents prefer to pay for those few days out of the week where their child may be home, as opposed to a whole summer of care. Another one is higher math and reading test scores. This was discovered by Stephen McCullen and Catherine Ruse in their data. They found that with their year-round schooling, that these test scores have risen. They have to further investigate it based on race, but besides, they did have an average of higher test scores in both areas. Another one is decrease in delinquency rates. B.J. Marino, in his article, mentioned that there's 79 schools in our nation that have adopted the year-round schooling, and they mentioned that there was a decrease in 60% of delinquency crimes, which is great because usually if students are in school, they're out on their own doing who knows what. So keeping them in school year-round can help and keep them busy. Another positive is that there's an increased amount of time readjusting from their vacation breaks. This was found by Jerry Barber in their year-round schooling. In the article, year-round schooling really does work. With this, they noticed that students who had the summer vacations, it takes months for them to get readjusted and reacclimated with the schooling, as opposed to year-round schooling where they only need maybe a week or two to get readjusted. And this was seen in Texas in El Paso County, where they've adapted the year-round schooling. So this is always going to be a continuous battle. Many are not thinking of how the positives can outweigh any negatives. We were once a top country in education, and we've fallen down to 18th place. This could possibly bring us back up, and this way our students are focusing more on their learning and being innovative, and it can help our country overall. So let's not perpetuate the stereotypes of us being lazy Americans, and think about the future of our children. Thank you.